All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. If you were here for part of the live stream yesterday, uh, less than 12 hours ago, I was in the same spot. So we're going to try again. Last night's stream kind of cut off on me uh, unexpectedly, so that wasn't the best. But I think I got it all figured out, and it looks like everything is good on my end here. But yeah, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Obviously, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and I am not working because I'm on summer break. So during my break here, I wanted to kind of do a couple morning streams or afternoon kind of streams. And I dropped my daughter off at daycare this morning, so I've got a little bit of time to do that. And so I thought I would play some Skara Brea. This is one of the newer Garfield games. Devin and I actually live streamed a two-player play of this a couple weeks ago. Uh, we got to play it at BGG Spring at 3 players, and now I'm going to give the solo a try. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This should play fairly quickly. Hey, Ian. Yes, thanks. I am on summer break now. I'm assuming you're going to be on summer soon as well, if you're not already. But yeah, actually, I started last week was my first week off, I believe. Yeah, last week was my first week off. But my daughter's daycare was off as well, so uh, couldn't do a lot of stuff there. I was kind of busy on dad duty. Um, but yeah, so we've got this all set up, and I'll go ahead and switch it over. First week, awesome. Any big plans? Let's go ahead and go to this camera, I think. Yep, there we go. Okay. And hey, appreciate you being here even just for a little bit and not watching the Dice Tower spectacular video. I didn't realize that was going on now. Not that it matters either way, but appreciate you being here for a little bit. Okay, so we've got Skara Brea set up here. This is a resource management game where you have all 16 of these resources up here. Tons of different things that you're going to be collecting. And then you're going to be placing them here in your warehouse, your hut, whatever this represents over here. And anytime that you gather resources, you have to increase your storage capacity. So let me see, I can zoom in here a bit. Yep. Not much to the end of the month. We travel for your birthday. Fun. And you're going out of the country, I believe. I don't remember where. Possibly Australia? I don't remember. But yeah, so anytime you add anything to your warehouse here, you have to increase your storage capacity, which will then bring you to these green things up here. This is midden. This is basically just garbage that you really can't get rid of unless you perform a clean action. If your warehouse comes into these red areas here, this is negative victory points. So at the end of the game, wherever you are at there, that is how many victory points you will lose. You can never freely slide this to the left. The only way that you can do that is by doing this clean action. And then you can trade some resources in to do different kind of stuff. So that is the very basics of how this works here. Down here, this is the solo portion of the game. So the game plays almost exactly like a multiplayer game, except that you have this, and then the card draft is a little bit different. So down here, these are some goals that I would need to complete throughout the game. This is my focus card. So you have a couple different focuses. This is one of them. And for this focus, it's wanting me to get at least 2 complete sets of settlers under here. So there are different colors. We have blue, green, brown, and yellow settlers. Anytime that you play them, you will tuck them underneath that land type, and then you'll get to perform some actions. So this is wanting me to get 2 full sets of those settlers. These over here are the task cards, and basically they're wanting me to trade in different resources, and then I get to perform an action. So for example, this one here is trade in 3 wheat, and then I can perform the craft action. This one is either 2 leather or 1 sheep, and I can perform the trade action. This one lets me perform the craft action as well by trading either 2 fish or 2 rabbits, or a combination of both. And then this one is 3 stone to perform a clean action. So that clean action is how we will actually move stuff over in our warehouse. Ian, going to Chicago, have to visit Grandma, Wisconsin. Haven't been home for a couple years. Yeah, that sounds like something you got to do. So I like Chicago. Been there once. Bet it's probably a better time of year to go now. I went in the spring. It was pretty good. It was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. We will actually be going to, my wife and I will be going to Washington later this month. So that's kind of our travel plans for the break. Okay, and then over here we have the actual actions, and you'll be putting some workers on there. We'll start off with one worker, then we'll get more as the game continues. And these just kind of let you perform different things here on the board. So furnishing is moving this up. This is your one of ways to do some end game scoring. This top row is how much each settler would be worth. So it starts off at 1 victory point. It can go up to 2 victory points. And this bottom one is how much sets are worth. So for every 4 opposite ones you have this many victory points. Or for how many sets you have, you get that many victory points. This over here is the trading. So you get to trade in resources, and then you get some food back for it. You have the cook action here, which is cooking the food. At the end of every round, you do have to feed your workers. Crafting is just upgrading these actions. Cleaning, like I mentioned, that's cleaning the midden out. And then gathering, which is the bulk of the game. You gather resources and place them in your warehouse. I do have this specific tend land. This is my asymmetric player power. So I can pay some food or some bones, and then I get to perform a gather action, or I get to remove midden up to 3 times. Once I upgrade that, it goes up to 4 times. Sounds pretty good. Hey Shelby, mid-morning stream. That's right, I'm on summer break. And you're still at home too. Hope baby's doing well. Hope mom's doing well. I'm getting some sleep at least. I know it's hard the first couple months. So yeah, that is really about it that we have here. I'll go ahead and zoom back out, and we can go ahead and get started. So in the normal game, you would have the cards all lined up. You would know what would be coming in the following kind of phases of the game. But in this solo one, we are going to start off with 4 settlers, then we're going to do 3, then 2. I get to pick one, place it where I go, and then kind of go from there. So these are our starting cards, and I'll kind of explain what they are as they come out. So these right here are settlers. We've got the yellow settlers, we've got the blue settler, and then this right here is actually utensils. And so these utensils, what they do is, first of all, they give you a leather. But they also make your cook ability 1 stronger, and then they let you produce 1 less midden. Yes, Steve, bonus stream. Good morning, Francisco. So that is kind of what these cards do. So, got to decide where I want my settlers to go. Now, one thing that Devin and I have talked about a couple times when we play this game is this cook action is really good to upgrade because it gives you, no, I'm sorry, it's not the cook action, it's the craft action is good to upgrade because it gives you an extra cook at the end of the round, and that is something that is needed. So I can do that by completing this task here, which I would need 3 of these wheat symbols. So that would be kind of cool if I could do that. Let's see. And then this one, fish and bunny. Okay, so I got to start upgrading stuff. I don't know this game. This looks cool. Yeah, this is the new Garfield game. This is Skara Brea. It's just a big old resource management style game. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this one first. So what you do is you put it underneath the type. So this is the blue type there. And then for every one of these symbols that I have, for every one of these river symbols that I have, I'm going to collect one of these resources here. And then I get to perform the bottom action if I would like. Now, you have to take all of the resources that you're able to and place them in your warehouse. So I guess first thing that I'll do is I'll gather some shells. So I'll get 2 shells here. I've got 1 symbol, 2 symbols. Actually, you know what? It's just 1 symbol. Sorry. And that's going to go here. And then I'm going to get this fish here. So I will get my fish, and then this will kick out, and then there will be my fish. All right, now on my turn, what I get to do is I get to take my worker, and I will place it somewhere on these action tiles in order to get more resources or do one of these things at the top. So right now I can't really do much else. I'm going to, I guess, let's start getting some resources of some type. Let's start getting some stone. So here I get to choose one of those resources and I'll get a stone. Hey Michael, thanks for being here on a nice early morning stream or mid-morning stream, wherever you're located. So then my stone just comes down in here into my warehouse. Now I started off with these 2 here. These are called scale knives. And the scale knives can be used as an additional one of these symbols here so that it can gather more resources. Very intrigued by this one in the theme, but for some reason Garfield Game Solos just haven't hit. Architects was okay. Legacy fell flat. Hadrian's is your top. Ian, this one is probably, I'm going to say, the most like the multiplayer game. And the fact that you're really not, there's no upkeep. The only difference is you are not drafting cards, and then you are having to complete these tasks here. So, it's fairly light for the kind of game that it is. So I would definitely look into it. Okay, so that is the first part of round 1. I'll go ahead and take this off, and then I will get my 3 cards here. And I get to choose one of them. Okay, so this one here, this is a roof card. And what a roof card does is it allows you to feed 1 less worker. It also gives you 2 victory points at the end of the game. So there's this one. Um, this one gives me a sheep, which is nice. I would have to trade in 2 stone for it. This one gives me 2 stone. Ooh, I think I like this. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play this one here. And now I have 2 of these symbols. So what I'm going to do is I can get whatever resources I want. So I'm going to get another shell and a algae. Shell and an algae. This is going to have to kick out again. And now I can perform this bottom action if I want. So I'm going to trade this algae for 2 stone. And those 2 stone come out. Okay, nice. Now, I have enough to complete this task. I don't really need to clean right now is the issue, so I don't really want to do that just yet. I would like to get some wool, so that way I can upgrade my craft action. So that way I have an extra cook. So let's see. These will go away. What am I going to do with my worker? I could do a trade. If I traded, I could trade my 2 food here for this cow. The cow would then give me 2 food, a leather, and some bones. I could then do my 10 land action. Okay. Let's then I do have to cook for sure next round, or craft, and then I can cook for free. Let's see. I will go ahead and do the trade. I'm going to trade these 2 away. And then I'm also going to pay. That's going to move me up here. I traded 2 of the same resource away. Since I traded a scale knife, I now get this thing at the bottom, which is a cow. So then my cow will come here into my warehouse. All right. And that is that round, or that phase of round 1. We're going to play a total of 4 rounds. And every round I'll be gathering a new worker. I'll kind of explain how that placement works whenever we get there. Ooh, more water. Okay. I was not expecting this much water. Okay, I like this. I'm going to do this one, because then that's going to give me the 2 fish, which then it gives me a craft action, and I can craft this one for the extra cook. So we're going to play this one here. It's going to give me 3 resources of my choice. I'm going to need to trade 3 away soon. Not of my choice, but of the shell or the algae. So let's do... Shells are food also. Algae is good for cleaning, which we don't really necessarily need right now. Let's go ahead and just grab some algae. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I do need a shell because I do need to cook. Ooh, I'm not going to have enough food for everybody. I'm not going to have enough food for this one. That is okay. No, I think I will. I think it's okay. This will come up. I'll get my fish. I need to get a wool. How am I going to do this? This increases my cook. So if I go here, I craft, increase my cook, and then I go to cook. I think that's what I have to do this round. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to trade in these 2 fish here, and I'm going to complete this task. So with this task, all I need to do is trade in either 2 fish, 2 rabbits, or a combination. So I'm going to trade in these. I'm going to get to perform a crafting action, and crafting is just upgrading things. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my cook, which is 1 brick, or 1 stone, and 1 algae. This is going to be increased. And then with my worker, I'm actually going to put it here on the cook. And I can cook a 1 to 6 strength. So this cow is a 4 strength, and this shell is a 1 strength. So that's why I needed to upgrade my cook, because before I only had up to 4 strength. So I'm going to trade my cow in, and that's going to give me 2 food. 2 food, a leather, and 2 bones. 2 bones. And then I'm also going to trade in this one, which is 1 strength, and that's just going to give me a food. Okay, and that is the end of the first round there. So I've placed my settlers. End of round, any end of round abilities, which this is the first time I have not updated or upgraded that first turn. So that is there. I don't have any roofs or any utensils or anything like that. Now I'm going to add my midden. So I get 3 midden at the end of this round. So this is going to kick out here. And now we're going to start clogging up all my space here. So that's my 3 midden, and then end of game, that's it. We're starting back over to the top. All right, at the start of this round, I will get another worker. And if you can notice, this is a bigger worker than this one. You cannot have 2 small workers on a spot, but you can have a big and a small worker on a specific action. So it kind of works like your grande worker from viticulture. This one can just go to any spot, even if it's occupied. All right, so I've got 2 workers this round. We're going to start off with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This is round or phase 2. This is phase 3. These will go there. Okay. So my end game task was getting sets. So I need to start getting some sets there, if possible. At the end of the game, it's worth -5 if I don't do that. Okay, so good. No blues. Oh, and this one is going to turn over because it's been completed. At the end of the game, you win if you get 45 victory points or more. Okay. I need to get some wool. So I think I'll probably do that first. Because that wool will let me craft. And that'll let me get that extra cook every night. So let's do that. We're going to go here. So that's going to give me... We're going to do a wool. I'm going to pay my... How do I get more scale knives? Does this give me a scale knife? Scale knives are from the stone balls. This one is the only one that I need scale knives for, but if I upgrade it, then I don't need them anymore. Okay. So I'm going to play this here, but I'm actually going to play a scale knife as well. And that's going to give me 2 resources, 2 of that symbol. So I'm going to get a stone and a wool, which I already got my wool. But there's my stone. These will go away. Now I have 2 workers. So the first thing that I'm going to do, actually I might do this. I like this plan. I'm going to go here to craft. And I'm going to craft the craft action. So that's going to be a stone and a wool. This one gets upgraded. And then I'm going to come back to craft. And I'm going to craft this trade action. There's another stone and there's a leather. Oh, my food should have gone away at the end of that round. So that actually means this would not have... No, it did kick out. That's right. move this stuff over to give me some space. That stays there. Okay. All right, so I've upgraded this one. So like I mentioned, this one at the end of every round gives me an extra cook action. And this one, whenever I trade, instead of spending a scale knife now, I can spend any resource, and that lets me get this bottom one. Okay, workers come off. 3 cards to choose from. I really feel like I should get some yellows. Tons of yellows have been coming out. So let's do that. Let's get a yellow here. I need to start getting some food. All right, so that's going to be a grain. Then I cannot perform that bottom action. So what I'm going to do now, if I get 3 grain, that allows me to trade this in for an antler, for a deer, which gives me 1 food. It's really 3 food for 1 food, so that's not that great. This lets me gather a bunch of stuff, so that's actually kind of good. All right, so let's do this. We're going to tend land. We're going to pay 2 bones. We're going to get rid of a midden. No. We're going to gather. We're going to gather some more wheat. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I can only do I can do different ones. So we'll get 1 wheat. We'll do 1 shell. And then let's do a another stone. Let's do another stone. Okay, so I've performed 3 different gather actions there. I did the wheat, I did the stone, and then I did the shell. Now for my second action here, what can I upgrade? I can upgrade my clean action, or I can just get more resources. Maybe I just go here. Yeah, I'm going to go there, gather a bunch of resources, and then hopefully trade them. So that's going to give me 3. We'll do algae. Okay. All right. So that is the end of that one. We will go to the last phase in this round. Okay. Gets me fish and bones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I need 2 more food. Man, if I put this blue one here. Okay. I go here and get a wood. Go here, get a ton of resources. I mean, I think that's what we're going to do. So that's going to do 4. let's get 2 of these and 2 of these. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get another shell. And then this kicks out. Okay. And now my action. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to trade. So we'll go here. And this trade is going to be 3 algae. And then any resource, I'll trade another algae. So that's 4. This will bump up. That's going to give me a deer. I did not get my fish for this one here, so I'm going to go ahead and get my fish. That was for the bottom of this blue card. I know you can't really see it on the screen, but right there. Okay, now to cook. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's so much stuff. What is on the back of this gather? A rabbit. I could definitely go here. Let's see, if I went here, I could then perform a craft action. I could upgrade my clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need all 6 of that for food. Stone and... Oh, well, I guess if I go here, I get that. Nope. I need a clean. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm getting rid of 6 food, so that's not bad. What am I doing for my last action? Maybe I just upgrade one of these things. This gives you a fish every time, I'm assuming. That or a fish. Okay. I can't upgrade any of those just yet. I'm going to want to upgrade this one eventually. I should probably just do a cook action. So we're going to take a cook action. We're going to cook both of these. So that's going to be a food and a bone for the fish. And then that's going to be a food, a leather, and 2 bones for the deer. Perfect. Okay, so that's the end of round there. End of round abilities. So I get to do an extra cook. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to spend all 6 to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we're going to produce midden. So we'll produce 4 midden. I'm getting a lot of midden here. I'm going to have to do some cleaning. 1, 2, 3, 4. gunking up my warehouse. Okay, an extra worker. And then that's round 2. We are halfway through the game. 2 more rounds. Okay, so still got to do these things. This one is a clean action. What can I clean with? On the back. Food, leather. Okay. This one's a craft action. There. Okay. Let's get ready here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. This is 4. Okay, start of round 3. All right, so we've got a house, stone balls, some utensils, and a more stone ball. So you know what? I think this round, I'm actually okay with this. I'm going to get this one. So this utensils, I know I mentioned it at the very beginning, but it's going to give me a leather. And then it actually produces 1 less midden, and it gives my cook 1 more strength. So I'm going to have a 7 strength cook. I'll be producing 1 less midden, and I get a leather. So I'm actually going to spend those 2 leather, and I'm going to complete this task here, which lets me perform a trade action. Not yet, not doing that yet. But I will do that soon. Okay. And then I'm going to... Man, I could just gather. What if I upgraded... What does this one do? No, I don't need that one. Let me gather here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then, now I'm going to trade these away. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing the trade action with this. And then here's an extra resource that I'm just going to get rid of. This is going to move up, and that's going to give me the sheep. Okay. That one's completed. I really should clean. I don't have any supplies to clean with. Let's tend land. Spend 2 bones. And we're going to gather 3 different places. So let's gather an algae. Let's gather a wheat. And let's gather a log. Ooh. Actually, let's not gather that log. Let's gather this stone. And then we're actually going to trade this 3 stone to complete this action here, which gives me a clean. Let's not do that yet. Let's put my last worker here for a log. And then we will take these three and we'll perform a clean action. So you need to trade different resources. So I have a log, I have a wheat, and I have an algae. That's three of those. And I get to perform three clean actions. So that could be moving this back. That could be clearing midden, either of those. So I'm going to clear, let's clear 2 midden, and we'll bump this back once. Not bad. Okay. Doing good on my tasks here. Okay. Move those out, and we'll do the second phase here. All right, I really need to start getting some of these just because I have not been, and I don't know how many more we're going to have. And I need that for the task, so that's going to go there. It's going to get me a wood. And then it's also going to get me a stone for every one of these that I have. So I have one, so that's going to be 1 stone. Okay. How much food do I have? I have 3 food. I need to get more food. Do another trade action. How do I upgrade this? A bone and a wood. Okay, so we're going to do this first. We're actually going to craft. Yeah, we're going to craft. And once we craft, we're going to spend a bone and a wood. We're going to upgrade this gather. So what it does now is it gives me an extra one of these symbols. Okay, and you know what? I need to look at this 10 land. Gather from the hills. Ooh, I think I may have messed up at one point. I think when I do this action, I get everything. I don't think I was getting everything. We'll have to see if I did or not. I don't remember. But from this point forward, we will. Okay, that's if I gathered from here. Okay. So that was this craft. That's what I did there. Now I'm going to gather. One, two, three, four, 5. And I think the upgraded gather is one or the other. Standard action tiles. Placement workers. Once turned over, these options improve. A new option is added. Yeah, okay, so we can only do one of those. Do I just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, this is both of them. Ooh, I'm either getting both of those or that. That's a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so let's do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 4 of those. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, I know I have enough space here for it. And then for the 5th one, we're going to do a fish. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then for my last action, I'm going to do this trade action. So I'm going to trade 4 of this algae. And then a shell. This will come up. Then that's going to get me a rabbit. Okay. I think that's good. Done there. We'll go to the last part of round 3. Okay, we need to get some of this. So we're going to play yellow here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things to feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We'll gather 2 of this. I'm going to have to do a cook action. I would like to upgrade my clean. Let's upgrade clean first. You know what? I did clean, so I should have a house. So to cook, let's see, what do I have to cook? I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 things to feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess let's do that cook action. So this fish will be a food in the bones. That's 2. This sheep will be a food, a leather, a bone, and a wool. That's 5 strength. And then my fish, I already did my fish. Oh, my rabbit. Oh, it's going to kick out. That's okay. This will be a leather and a food. Okay. Now with my last worker, I'm going to tend land. Let's see. If I do this, do I have enough food? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only need to pay 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have plenty. Okay, so I'm going to spend a food and a bones to tend land. And we're going to tend this one. Give me 2 of these. We're going to tend this one, which will give me 2 wool. And then we're going to clear a midden. And then we are going to... Oh, where did my stone go? Oh, no, I didn't need a stone. Yeah. And then we're going to spend these 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 of these to complete this, which will let me craft. And to craft, I'm going to upgrade this one, which is a bone and a leather. So this one gets upgraded. Okay. And then for my final, that's it for the round. Night things. So I have to cook. I'm going to cook 1, 2, 3 things. It's going to give me 3 food. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have a house, so that covers one of their foods. Now we'll produce midden. I do produce 1 less, so I'm producing 3. Okay. And then that's it there. Oh, hold on. I did not. Let me see how many cards we've gone through. 1, 2, 3. This was round 1. This was round 2. Did I not play all of the cards? I should have. Let's see. 9 turns total so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, okay, yeah. What are these cards? 3 in the first round, 3 in the second, 3 in the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's total of 7, 8, 9 cards each round. Yeah, let me think. Just doing some math real quick. 4, 7, 8, 9. So there should be 27 cards total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, yeah. So we did do this. I believe this is right. All right, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right, I get my last worker. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need to get a brown and a green. So let's put a brown here. That's going to get me 2 wood. I'm going to trade that 2 wood in for a antler, for a deer. And then I get to do all of my actions. That's so much stuff. It's okay. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's when you do the gather action. I see. Okay. So no, we're not going to do those 5. We're going to do these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I played that wrong last round. I am only supposed to get one of them, not that one. So my mistake on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. Hold on. I see what I'm doing. Okay. 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 What do I need to do? I think I need to double check this. Gather. Placing workers on the action. Gain resources of various types. Once turned over, these options approve one of the indicated options. Either one shell or seaweed. Okay. So you're only doing one of those. I need to clean. Let's go here. Let's get a fish. Let's go here. Let's get this. Let's cook the fish for a bone and a food. And then let's 10 land for a bone and a food. And we will get this one. No. Yeah. This one. And this one. Okay. All right, so that's it there. Ooh, not what I wanted, but it is what it is. We'll go here. It's going to get me 3 wood. I need a green card this next round. Plus a rabbit. Let us clean. Not yet. Let's go. We can clean for 3. Yeah, let us clean. I'll use a leather. I'll use a grain and a wood. And we're going to clean. That's going to give me a house. So I get to do 4 cleanings here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did want to furnish. So let's go here. Okay, these two. And then just a wood. I kind of want to do that again. It makes my sets a little bit more. Okay, then let us I guess I just furnish again. It's these two. And that. Oh, I need to do two of them. Yeah, so that will go up. Okay. And then for my last worker here, I'm going to cook. I'll cook my rabbit for food and a leather. And I'll cook my deer for food, a leather, and 2 bones. 2 bones. All right, and then this is it. Let's get a green one. That's terrible. That stinks. Okay. We're going to play this one. And it's going to give me 3 corn. And then for every blue that I have, I'm going to get a seaweed. So that's 5 seaweed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to trade. Yeah, I'm going to trade these 5. Plus a grain. That's going to give me a fish. I only need to feed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only need to fish 10. Feed 10. I need to feed 10. I'll be cleaning, so 9. Probably clean twice. Okay, let's tend land. There's 2 bones. It's going to be 4 gathers. So we're going to... One of these will go back. So that's 1 to 3 gathers. Let's get a fish. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then let's cook. Oh, this is it, huh? Let's clean. 1, 2, 3. It's going to get rid of 4 midden. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. How much food am I going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and that was this. Then I can clean again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 3 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cannot clean again. So let's get another fish. Doesn't matter what we get here. We'll just gather. And that's that. Okay, so now for... Oh. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 7 cook strength. One of my people are going to die. So I guess I don't need to gather that. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Oh well, we'll gather it. Okay, so then I do my end of round stuff. This is going to cook. Let's do, there's 1 food and 1 bones. That's 2 strength. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. End of round. I produce 1 less midden, so that's 2. And then I get to feed. So 3 are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I unfortunately only have 7 food. So 1 person cannot be fed. They will just disappear. Makes sense for this one to go away. Okay. And then we go to end of game. So let's do the handy Garfield app, although it's very easy to score on its own. We're going to do Skara Brea. All right. Not the best overall. We'll see. Skara Brea solo. Furnishing track. So that's this one here. So I get 1 victory point for every settler and then 4 points for every set. So I've got 1 set, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. VP for final position on the trade track. I made it to 11. Two VP for flipped action tiles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12. VP from roofs, utensils, stone balls, and spindles. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Food and scale knives. I have no food or scale knives. -1 for every midden, so I lose 2 from the midden. I lose 1 here because there's a little red symbol. And then I lose 5 VP for my task here. And then that is the end of the game. Hold on. Oh, that's -5. All right, and it looks like I got a score of 34. Like I mentioned, 45 is the winning score on that one. So really unfortunate because if a green card would have come out, um, still wouldn't have won. Would have had 44. But that feels real bad to lose on just not the green card coming out when I needed it to. One, two, three, four of them came out the whole game. So, I probably should have drafted one more at some point. Uh, there's one. There's a few more. So there's that there. But not too bad. Is okay. Uh, I guess probably for these focus cards, that's why they're called the focus cards. You should probably focus on them a little bit more at the beginning, or get them whenever you can, just so that you know that you can complete it. But there are a bunch of different ones as well. So we have 7 or more houses, be at 8 on the trade track, which looks like I would have done that one. 0 to 2 midden at the end of the game, I would have done that one. 6 or more trades. Oh, so that's coming here. That's interesting. Oh, this is 8 or more crafting done. Yeah, that's 8 or more crafts done. 5 or more furnishes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a column, or 7 or more food at the end of the game. So those are there. Then there's other task cards that you can do as well. So it's an interesting way to do the solo for sure. I think it was good. This was the first time that I did not upgrade the craft action on my first round. Um, I didn't have the materials needed for it, but that's okay. I think overall it was good. I like this one solo. I like how the drafting works. I did make a couple mistakes when I was gathering using the 10 land. I don't think I was supposed to get all of those materials at one point at the resources, but I kind of figured that out at the end. So there is a couple misplays. Not that it changed the end of the game anyway, because didn't win either way. But I like it. I like the puzzle of it. I really like this part, how it slides back and forth. So yeah, that is a Skara Brea solo. So I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a couple more mid-morning streams in the future, um, just because now I've got a little bit of time. So this one's going to stay on the table. Definitely be playing it again later. But other than that, that's all that I have. So as always, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Again, appreciate you guys being here. Devin will be soloing tomorrow. He's got Voidfall, so it's going to be a nice long one. Other than that, that's all we got. See you next time.